Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Colonialism is a historical phenomenon that has had profound and lasting effects on the world we live in today. From the 15th century onwards, European powers embarked on a period of exploration, conquest, and colonization that would reshape the map of the world and alter the course of history. The legacy of colonialism is complex and multifaceted, impacting everything from politics and economics to culture and identity. In this article, we will explore the legacy of colonialism and its enduring impact on today's world. Historical context. To understand the legacy of colonialism, we must first understand the history behind it. The age of colonialism began in the late 15th century when European powers such as Spain, Portugal, England, France, and the Netherlands began to explore and colonize new territories around the world. These colonial powers sought to expand their empires, establish trade routes, and extract resources from the lands they conquered. The impact of colonialism was profound and far-reaching. Millions of people were displaced, enslaved, or killed as a result of colonial conquests. Entire societies were upended and traditional ways of life were destroyed. The economic, political, and social structures of colonized territories were reshaped to serve the interests of the colonizers. Economic exploitation. One of the most enduring legacies of colonialism is economic exploitation. Colonial powers extracted vast amounts of wealth from their colonies through the exploitation of natural resources, forced labor, and trade monopolies. This economic exploitation left many former colonies impoverished and underdeveloped, with economies that were heavily reliant on the export of raw materials. The effects of this economic exploitation are still felt in many parts of the world today. Former colonies continued to struggle with poverty, underdevelopment, and economic inequality, while former colonial powers often benefited from the resources and labor that were extracted from these territories. Political and social fragmentation. Colonialism also had a profound impact on the political and social structures of colonized territories. Colonial powers imposed their systems of government and administration on their colonies, often leading to political fragmentation and instability. This legacy of colonialism can still be seen in many parts of the world today where former colonies continue to grapple with issues of governance, identity, and national unity. Cultural imperialism. Another lasting legacy of colonialism is cultural imperialism. Colonial powers sought to impose their own cultural values, beliefs, and practices on their colonies, often at the expense of indigenous cultures and traditions. This legacy of cultural imperialism can still be seen in many former colonies today, where indigenous cultures have been marginalized or erased, and colonial languages and customs continue to hold sway. Resistance and resilience. Despite the many negative effects of colonialism, it is important to recognize the resilience and resistance of colonized peoples. Throughout history, colonized peoples have fought against colonial rule, often at great personal cost. This legacy of resistance has helped to shape the world we live in today, inspiring movements for independence, self-determination, and social justice. Conclusion. The legacy of colonialism is complex and multifaceted, impacting every aspect of the world we live in today. From economic exploitation and political fragmentation to cultural imperialism and resistance, the effects of colonialism are still felt in many parts of the world. It is important to acknowledge this legacy and to work towards a future that is more just, equitable, and inclusive for all. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe.